Hello friends, today we are going to continue chapter number 2, Cultural Heritage of India, Handicrafts and Fine Arts, lecture number 16. Friends, up to now in this chapter we have discussed about several arts that are present in our Indian culture, which has become a part of our Indian heritage. Friends, this heritage is considered as an invaluable heritage, and that is why it has been given the responsibility to each and every citizen along with the government that we need to preserve this heritage. This is an invaluable heritage. These arts, which has been gifted by the artisans, which has been gifted by our ancestors, is the invaluable heritage. Friends, these arts were not an ordinary art. If you look, this art existed since a very long time. This art existed since ancient times. And this is not any kind of rocket science, this is not any kind of talking in air, but many evidences have been found in the excavation work of Harappan, Mohenjo-daro and Lothal, where these archaeologists have found the proof of many such arts that have proved that in our country there existed many such kind of extraordinary arts. Friends, when we are talking about these arts, here it is said that these arts have made India stand into an incomparable position. When it is said that when we are talking about the incomparable position, here this art is considered as an important art in Indian history. So friends, when we are talking about this art, here it is said this art has been flourished since ancient time. When we talk about the different arts, we learn about some of the well-known art that are even very well known, and many people are fond of that arts even in this modern time. Even the present generation is fond of such art. Among them, if we look, if we see, many of such art are being used even today. Like when we discussed about the wooden art, we learned that this wooden art existed since ancient time. Many types of designs, many types of things were made from a piece of wood in ancient time. Friends, even today, also in the present generation, many people use lots of things which are made of wood. Lots of wooden things with attractive designs are being used by today's people. Lots of people are fond of this wooden art even today. We also discussed about the painting art, which we can see that at the present time also there are lots of people, we can say in all the age group, from children to adults, all the senior citizens, each and every people are fond of this painting art. There are many people who are fond of doing painting or learning painting, we can say. This gives the aesthetic joy to each and every people. We learn that we have got the evidences like about the cave painting of Bhimbetka that was so ancient that it was done by the primitive man during the Stone Age. Even the painting of Ajanta and Ellora caves has shown the extraordinary work and extraordinary talent and skill of our artisans. After that, we also discussed the well-known and very extraordinary art, that is the music art. Friends, when we were discussing about the music art, as you all know, and it is a fact, that in this case, when we are talking about the music art, there is no need even to discuss about how important this art is. There will be rarely any person in this present generation who does not like music? Friends, here it is said that music is very important for each and every person. Whenever the person is feeling stressed at the present time also, music plays a very important role. A person uses music for the aesthetic joy as well. So friends, music plays a very important role in today's life as well. When we were learning about music, here we are talking about Indian music. Each and every countries have their own music according to their own culture. But here we are talking about Indian music, in which we learn that information of music has been provided from Samved, one of the four Veds: Rigved, Atharved, Yajurved and the last Samved. Samved is also called as the Gangotri of music, in which how to chant the ritas, mantras with tune, rhythm and harmony is given over here. Friends, we also learn how the information is given that in Indian music 7 vowels are there. It's like sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da and ni. Friends, we also discussed that there are two types of music. If we talk about Indian music, classical music and folk music. In classical music, 5 rags are present: Sri, Deepak, Hindor, Megh and Bhairavi. And it is believed that these rags, according to mythology, it is believed that these rags are naturally came from the Panchmukh of Lord Shiva. These rags are naturally originated from the Panchmukh of Lord Shiva. Friends, we also learn that singing is considered as both to sing as well as to play. Friends, there were many such artists in the past who used to play music in the courts of the kings. They used to play music for their own joy. Friends, even in the present time, we have lots of artists, lots of good singers, lots of good instrument players who are showing their talent in the field of music. They are giving that contribution to take India to an incomparable position in the field of music art. Then we also discussed about important art that is related to music, that is dance. When we are talking about the dance form, dance art, it is associated with music. Here it is said, the word, when we are talking about dance, here it is said, it is in India, in Indian culture, it is known as Nritya. Nritya, the word Nitya means to dance or simply dance, we can say. We also understood that this word Nitya is derived from the Sanskrit word Nit. It is the combination of Tal and Lay. Tal and Lay, that means rhythm. This dance is performed with the combination of Tal and Lay to realize the aesthetic joy for the person. Friends, we also learn that Lord Shiva is considered as the originator. Lord Shiva is considered as the originator of this dance. And Lord Shiva, in the other word, we can say Nataraj. In Sanskrit, Lord Shiva is also known as Nataraj, has brought this form of art from heaven to earth. He brought this art from heaven to earth just to teach this dance form of art to the people of the earth. Friends, today we are going to learn about the important dance forms of India. Important dance forms of India. Today's topic, that important dance forms of India. Friends, when we talk about important dance forms of India, we can say there are several dance forms of India, there are several dance forms present in India. Among them, some popular dance forms are. Here we are learning about some of the popular dance forms that are Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathak, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathak, Kathakali, and the fifth one is Manipuri dance. Friends, these are some of the very important dance forms of our country. There are several dance forms. If we talk about the dance forms, there are several dance forms in our India. But when we cannot cover each and every dance form, that is why we learn about some of the important and basic dance forms that exist in India since a very long time. Among such kind of several dance forms, there are some popular dance forms in India. There are some dance forms which are very popular. Among them, some popular dance forms that we can consider are: first is Bharatanatyam, second Kuchipudi, we can consider Kathak, Kathakali, and Manipuri dance. These are some of the well-known, famous dance forms of India. Friends, let us start by understanding about the Bharatanatyam dance. Let us start understanding by the dance form that is Bharatanatyam. Here it is said that it is believed that this dance originated in Tanjore district of Tamil Nadu. Here it is said for Bharatanatyam, it is believed that this dance originated in Tanjore district of Tamil Nadu. Here it is said, Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni, and Natya Shastra was written by Bharat Muni and Abhinav Darpan by Nandikeshwar. Here it is said, Bharat Muni, Natya Shastra was written by Bharat Muni and Abhinav Darpan by Nandikeshwar. These two books are considered as the original source. Here these two books are considered as the original source of Bharatanatyam, we can say. Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni and Abhinav Darpan by Nandikeshwar are considered as the original source of are considered as the original source of Bharatanatyam. Means these two books has a lot of information about the Bharatanatyam. These two books, Natya Shastra, that was written by Bharat Muni, and Abhinav Darpan, that was written by Nandikeshwar. Here, there were lots of people, there were lots of artists who have given their contribution in this art. Here, we are discussing about such kind of people. Here it is said, people like Gopi Krishna and Mrinali Sarabhai Gopi Krishna and Mrinali Sarabhai, and there are also some Bollywood actresses. There were also some Bollywood actresses who gave their contribution, like Vaijayanti Mala and Hema Malini. These are some of the Bollywood actresses or Bollywood artists who have given their contribution in the field of Bharatanatyam. So friends, here we have the information about the dance form of Bharatanatyam, that it is originated in the Tanjore district of Tamil Nadu. Here two books are written on Bharatanatyam. Here it is Natya Shastra, that was written by Bharat Muni, and Abhinav Darpan, that is written by Nandikeshwar, are considered as the original source of Bharatanatyam. Along with it, people like Gopi Krishna, Mrinali Sarabhai, even some of the Bollywood actresses like Vaijayanti Mala and Hema Malini are some of the well-known artists that have given their contribution in the field of this Bharatanatyam. This shows their extraordinary contribution in the field of this Bharatanatyam. After understanding about Bharatanatyam, let us move towards second dance form, that is Kuchipudi. Now moving towards understanding the another dance form, that is Kuchipudi. Friends, here it is said that this dance originated in the 15th century. This dance originated in the 15th century. It is quite famous in Andhra Pradesh. It is quite famous in Andhra Pradesh. Friends, so here we can understand that this dance, Kuchipudi, has been originated in the 15th century. This dance, if you look about the characteristics of dance, here it is said, this dance is the positive, that this dance is majorly describing about, here this dance form is majorly describing, based on describing, we can say about woman's beauty. In Kuchipudi, here the main characteristics that this dance is majorly describing about woman's beauty. Here it is said, but man and woman both perform this dance. Friends, here it is said that this dance is performed by both male and female with different gestures. Different gestures, we can say, with different gestures and poses. These with different gestures, how about इसको बोलते हैं with different gestures and different poses. This dance is performed. These, friends, here it is said with different gestures and different poses. This dance is performed. Then there are some of the well-known artists over here also, like we studied in the Bharatanatyam. Here also, Guru Prahlad Sharma, friends, very well-known personality in the dance of Kuchipudi. Guru Prahlad Sharma, Raja Reddy, Shobna Naidu, etc. These people, Guru Prahlad Sharma, Raja Reddy, Shobna Naidu, etc. are some of the well-known dancers of Kuchipudi. So friends, here they were some of the well-known artists, well-known dancers of Kuchipudi. So friends, here we learned about the Kuchipudi dance art also. We have understood about it is originated in the 15th century. It is quite famous in Andhra Pradesh. This dance form has majority describing about woman beauty. Different poses and gestures are performed in this dance. And these some of the well-known artists of this dance are Guru Prahlad Sharma, Raja Reddy, Shobna Naidu are some of the well-known artists of this Kuchipudi dance. This was the information about two arts. The other form parts we will learn in our next lecture. Thank you, friends.